In total, Dolphina Acheng garnered 556, Rachia Ambrose 658, which Agnes Nankeai, the returning officer for this election, declare Rachia Ambrose to be the chairperson for this election.
Since assuming office in 2008, Gor Mahia brought to halt their 18-year wait for a title when they clinched their 13th title in 2013. The club has gone on to win a further 8 league titles and featured in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederations Cup in 2019. Despite the success achieved by the club, Rachia is not satisfied and he seeks to steer the club into another era, an era that will set the club apart and yield more success beyond the Kenyan borders. Kogalo also want to realize the long elusive dream of owning its own stadium.
This is one of the best organized elections. In my view, very transparent and very competitive. So, we will work together. Even if two of us were from, there were some 2 camps, but we had 2-2. It will be my responsibility as the leader, as the chairperson, to create good harmony and put the club ahead of everything and everybody. I'll also try to reunite the fans who appear to have had completely divergent opinions. I will try to get them to be reunited. But most important for me is to really pursue what I believe is what we must do, and that is to move Gor to another level. We started a cooperative society that we intended to take care of economic standing of our members, but somehow it has died. It is my commitment to revive the cooperative society so that members should be able to have access to affordable loans for their purposes of their own family development or social development. We have won the league 21 times, and also while the next club following us has 13. I think we've done fairly well, but we could do better by extending our supremacy outside the Kenyan territory. In other words, to win titles like the CAF, Confederation Cup, or the CAF Champions League, so that the core business of Gor Mahia should be achieved by us. I mean, we need to push up and try to win trophies outside Kenya rather than being proud of only winning trophies locally. Thank you.
The whole reason for the appointment of Eliud Owalo as the deputy patron is really to be able to use his love for the club, his expertise, and the ideas that he has expounded to change the face of the club. Our problem in, for example, building the stadium and these other facilities has been as a result of the difficulty in getting land. And the difficulties have arisen in the sense that we were given land, allocated land, which we have been unable to kind of procure by way of getting a title document. We have moved away from that, the pursuit of that title document, and have agreed with the new deputy patron that we look for land in the free market and just buy it right out. And the way he has outlined it, let's get partners, and we build not only a stadium but facilities like residences, etc. So that is one thing that I would like to do differently. Originally I've just been promising, but I've not been able to break through. We are going to break through. The second thing that we talked about is, of course, the structure of the club. We have been proceeding as a community club. I think we must move out of the community perspective of a club and go corporate. That is something, again, that we are going to do differently. And lastly, of course, to improve our playing unit, the man again, our guest of honor has spoken that we go for quality. And you can only go for quality if you have the funds. Because in the recruitment market, you need money to be able to get players. We do have, in land, we are already in discussions with the governor of Machakos, because our main intention is to move somewhere just before Machakos town, because we've been going to Machakos, which we find far. But again, the town is crowded and maybe land may be unavailable. So we're going to look for something that is in between Nairobi and Machakos or any other place. We are not completely fixed, but we want to get some land outside Nairobi, which is easily accessible to our funds and also affordable. So we have actually embarked on that, and are in discussions with possible vendors and all that. Yes.
Mashemeji, AFC Leopards,
yes,
they embarked on this process of becoming a corporate club.
Yes.
By ensuring they begin the task force to look around what exactly they can do in order to become corporate. Now, will that also be done at Gor Mahia?
Actually, we ran ahead of them ourselves. We've done benchmarking by visiting younger out there, and we have developed our own papers on how to move to that direction. It's only that they set their date for starting it earlier, but we have all along worked on that model that moves a community club into either semi or fully fledged corporate body. In that way, you can attract investors rather than sponsors, because the sponsors come and go, and they can go at any time. But when you have a corporate body and you have yourselves got your sources of funds, which are different from those coming from the sponsor, then you are in the right direction. Well, we want to retain 50%, let the members who want to subscribe become members from the community. But we want to give, say, 50% to an investment, a partner who may want to come in and use the club in a way that is agreed for advertising themselves, marketing and all that kind of thing. Yeah, and that is, let me just be specific, we've been impressed by the younger model, and we have visited them twice. So that's what we had to do.
There was a friendly match that was supposed to be played.
Yes.
What are the plans?
The plans, we've got problems with the Tanzania Football Federation, because they say they can only come at the end of the season. So that's why it is, because of fixtures. Because in their fixtures, they got a system where between the two leading clubs, they must play on the same day. So that if somebody comes to play in Kenya and somebody is playing in Tanzania, that makes a whole difference. I was surprised when I was there to try to bargain, and the federation chair told us clearly that, look, here, if it's not like AFC is playing today and God is playing tomorrow somewhere, they must play a league match on the same day, at the same time. So that's the reason why we have to wait until the end of the season when they're available. So we're going to do it in the month of June. Just within the next month, we should be talking about acquiring land. And therefore, the building of the stadium, I don't know how long it takes, but it will depend on availability of finances. And we'll put it in stages so that we deal with the stadium first. I've looked at the stadium, like, you know, the one in Homa Bay, and I tried to inquire how much it costs. And we talk about 400 million, 500 million. And I believe those are figures that are affordable, not directly by us, but with the intervention of people like our deputy patron.